Hey guys, as you can tell, I'm sitting in my car. I just feel like I don't really have, I obviously can wake up early and try to shoot a video, but right now, like, my living situation is my mom would wake up if I like tried to speak or whatever. So anyways, I don't want to make excuses. So I've decided that I'm just gonna start shooting videos during the day whenever I get a break. So today's video, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I just felt the urge. When I say a while, I actually mean just like a couple of weeks. But I've recently felt the urge to post a video about this subject, and that's the idea of being an afterthought. And what I mean by that is this can apply to like friendships, but I'm specifically talking about relationships when I'm talking about becoming an afterthought, because, and I guess to elaborate on that, to me an afterthought is basically when someone doesn't really think about you first. In the sense that, let's say, if we're thinking of a friendship type of thing, they invite other people or like your other friends or whatever, and then they're like, oh, well, oh yeah, oh, we should invite Emily too, or something. Like, it's not even, I guess it's not even like that. It's like almost like you're not really thought of as one of the first people. And I don't really have that happen to me when it comes to friendships. I think at least my close friends, I tend to, like, we are very close knit, and we may not always invite like every single person just to like do normal hangout stuff, but when it comes to like a party or a get together, we always think of everybody. I don't think anybody ever gets left out, and it's never, and if it does, it's not because we're like not thinking about them, it's just a fluke. But I would say it applies to relationships or just people that you are interested in, because I think, and this is just a natural thing that I can't blame anybody for. I know that I've done this before too, and that's the idea of having certain people that you are more interested in, or maybe there's just something about them, and then you're more inclined to talk to them, whereas there may still be people that you are interested in or dating or whatever, but you don't focus on them, or they're just not the first thought, they're an afterthought. I've had this happen to me, not really so much when people know me in real life, but I have had it happen where, like, for example, right now, I've decided to start dating again. So I've been on a few dates with just different people, and I find that when you don't know someone, especially in online dating, I think people really do become oftentimes afterthoughts, because there's so much variety or so many options that people get caught up in that, and they don't focus on what the people that they're actually meeting and stuff. And that leads to that kind of afterthought nature. But I'm not as concerned with it when it comes to those kind of online dating things. It's more of, I've been in situations, or I've done this unintentionally, or, you know, whatever, where you like someone, or they like you, or whatever the role is in this, and they may even just be a friend that you like, and I guess the afterthought thing kind of comes up if it's not clear that you like them. And so they'll date other people or be interested in other people, and then you kind of become an afterthought, in the sense that whether it was you not telling them how you felt, and then they're like, oh, well, you feel this way? Okay, yeah. Or they know how you feel about them, and they'll go for who they seem to be more interested in, and try that out, and then they'll kind of take you for granted and go after you afterwards. And that's just, like I said, I haven't experienced that too often, but it's never a good feeling. I know that I've probably done that to, or at least made it seem like that to other guys, maybe in my life, but I don't know. I guess what hopefully you guys will be able to get from this is maybe sharing your experiences with becoming like an afterthought or like a second choice. So another, I guess, point that I want to make, and this kind of goes into unrequited love. I've mentioned that I've had unrequited love twice, and with the second guy, I don't really think it was unrequited love, but that's what we'll call it, just because it wasn't explicitly, like, he didn't actually say it out loud. There are things which, when I tell that story, you guys will pick up on that seem a little bit more than just like it seems to me that maybe the feelings were reciprocated. And I'm not going to specifically talk about him, but I have seen and actually experienced situations where people are even in relationships with other people, and I've seen this firsthand with just like, let's say, a friend or something, where maybe they get into a relationship and they're not really sure about the relationship, or maybe they weren't ready for the relationship, who knows, and then they'll reach out to people that they'll feel like I mean, maybe this isn't the truth, but I have seen it, maybe not me personally, but I have seen it where it was more explicit, where it was like the guy or the girl was reaching out to the other individual that they weren't in a relationship with, but knew that that person was interested in them at some point, and maybe they were interested in them at some point, and they're kind of looking to them for emotional support, or even going so far, which I don't really know too many people in my personal life that do this, or have had this done to them, but like maybe even in a physical way. And to me, this is kind of, well, this is bordering cheating, in my opinion, when people do that kind of thing, if they're looking for another individual to fulfill an emotional or physical need apart from their partner. And the way I see that is, if they're going to do that with the person that they're with, whether you allow that behavior or not, they're probably going to do it with you. That's more than likely. And kind of goes into the whole, it goes into the afterthought, the second choice. It's like, you don't want to, I personally don't ever want to be in that position where I'm in a relationship with someone that considers me a second choice. You know, it's a difference to be interested in other people or whatever, or like, I mean, obviously there's so many people out there, so many different people that you're bound to be interested in someone at any given time, but to have a ranking system of, okay, so this is like my standard, this is the person that I really want to be with, and you actually have an individual in mind in your personal life, and you're pursuing them or whatever you're doing, dating them, and then you have like your second and third or whatever ranking for your other people. That's when it becomes problematic to me. And like I said, I'm not saying that I am innocent in this as far as like doing this to guys in the past. I feel like I've unintentionally done this before, and when I say unintentionally, there were instances that I may have not known that the guy liked me, or I wasn't 100% sure, and so, or I didn't know the level that they liked me, and so that occurred. And again, I don't enjoy that feeling, and I don't know of anybody that enjoys becoming an afterthought or a second choice. So yeah, like I said, share your stories and let me know if you've ever been in any point of that situation and how you dealt with it, and your advice for, I mean, I am open to any kind of advice, but also for other people to be able to relate. But yeah, so hopefully this like setup is not going to be a regular thing. It may be for, I don't know, a month or two, hopefully not, but I'm gonna try to have better locations than in my car because I think it's pretty dark in here as well. But yeah, I just really wanted to post a video. I've been wanting to post videos. I just felt like I mean, it's an excuse, but I have been working quite a bit, and like I said, I have been dating, so the time that I would have been spending maybe filming or something, I've been going on dates with different people and getting to know people and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why this kind of brought about. I was just thinking about that. It's not really that anybody that I've been on a date with has done that or something like in this go around, but it just led me to think about this kind of scenario. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.